Hello everyone, my name is Rome Wilkerson. You guys probably know me from Rome Knows Tech, but what most people may not know, I am also a professional photographer. And one of the things I use almost on a daily basis is going to be something that looks a little bit like this. But there are many times, guys, when I just want to go out, shoot some incredible video with something not quite so heavy that's going to break my back. Many days I use this device right here. This is my iPhone 14 Pro Max, and I also have an Android phone that I use on occasion as well, because these phones now have amazing cameras, but stability can sometimes be an issue. I'm going to show you guys a device that I think is going to be ideal for a lot of you guys starting out, and some of you old heads that's been doing this for a long time, but you want to scale down your gear when you go out sometimes. Let's take a look at the Zhiyun Crane M3. That's right, guys, the Crane M3. Now, this is a motorized gimbal. Now, of course, you see you see a camera on here, but this can be used for your smartphones as well, small compact cameras, as well as your action cameras. Everything you need to get started. Let's take a look at what comes in the box. All right, guys, this is the Crane M3. Now, this is a compact motorized gimbal. Now, as I said, you can use this with your traditional cameras. You can use this with action cameras. And in my case, I want to be able to use this with a smartphone. So let's take a look at what comes in the box. Okay, we do receive a manual from Zhiyun. As you guys can see here, it's going to show you a basic setup, how to connect your cameras, all of the different modules, QR codes, things like that you need to get started. So I do recommend reading this manual. Now, luckily, I am familiar with Zhiyun's gimbals. I actually have quite a few of them. So this is the smallest compact one that I have so far. So let's just go ahead and pop this open and see what we get inside of the box. This is pretty much it. Now we're going to get this little starter pack here. Most likely this is also going to give us an instruction manual. And yes, there's a number of different instructions here, as well as a service card. So you get all of that. Make sure you keep this just in case. So we're going to start off with some of the simplest things. So you do get this little miniature tripod. Now this is going to mount onto the bottom of your gimbal. This is plastic. It has a nice little rubber feet here. We'll take a look at this here in just a little second. All right, so what else do we got next? So we do have a mounting screw. That's going to be for mounting your camera or your rig or your phone or whatever it is onto the gimbal itself. Okay, guys, this is pretty much our universal mounting plate. This is what we're going to use to mount our device onto the gimbal. And let's see what we have in this little box. It's probably going to be our cables. All right, so the first cable here is a USB-C to USB-A cable. And you're going to get a number of other cables that are compatible with certain cameras so that you'll be able to stop and start and trigger different functions. You actually get quite a few of those little cables as well. So depending on which camera brand you're using, you'll be able to figure out which one of these is going to be compatible with your camera. Now, the gimbal also comes with a built-in light. So you do get these little gels that come with it. So you actually get a few of them. You get 4 different filters. You're going to get one for cold, the blue, one for your warmer temperatures. That's going to be this one here. Then you also get an orange and a red. Now you can stack these. Now, like I said, they all have this little metal piece here on the back that allows you to connect them to the gimbal magnetically. All right, guys, so this feels really nice in the hand. Really well built from what I can tell so far. And the front of it has a nice rubber grip to it. And yeah, this feels really comfortable in my hand. So I could easily see myself using this with like a small compact camera, or perhaps a smartphone or an action camera. So really simple. You just take this included little tripod and you're just going to connect this here. Now right here, guys, you have a 1/4 That's going to allow you to add additional accessories to this if you need to, like maybe a monitor or a magic arm. You have your light controls right here. This is what you're going to use to turn on and off this light right here. On the back, you have your joystick. You have your M and minus button. So that's going to be your menu button. On the opposite side is your power switch. That's how you turn it on. You have your USB-C here for charging. In the very front, you have your rocker wheel and you have your control trigger. So this is what the gimbal looks like before you unlock it. So let's clear a little space on the desk and let me show you guys what it looks like when it's completely unlocked. Okay, so to unlock the gimbal, you have 3 locks on the gimbal itself. So you have one here, you have one here, and you have another one that's right here. So just to start out, let's say we unlock the first one, that's going to unlock our pan, but you then go here and you can unlock this tilt. Let's lock that in place, and then we're going to unlock this one as well, like so. That's going to rotate that forward, and then we're just going to lock that back in place just so we have it. All right, so this is what our gimbal looks like before we set it up completely. Built-in light right here. The M3 lights up when you have this powered on. Make sure that you definitely have this unlocked before you turn it on, and also charge your gimbal before using it. And again, we have this integrated light here. And like I said, these little magnets just clip onto the light, just like that. All right, and as far as our quick release plate, the quick release plate goes in right here. You have a locking mechanism and you have a release button here on the side, if you guys can see that. So what your first thing you want to do is you want to press this to release it. Then you would take the actual quick release, slide it into place, and it just locks in place just like that. And then that screw that we had, that we looked at earlier, is going to just fit in here, and then it's just going to fit through like that. So all you're going to do at that point is you're going to connect whatever you're going to use, your camera or some type of mount, to this little screw, and then just tighten it down. All right, guys. So hopefully, if you're looking for a compact gimbal, the M3 could be exactly what you're looking for. All right, so the only thing left, guys, to talk about a little bit here is the screen itself. You will have complete control touch screen here to go through all of your different modes. Of course, this gimbal has not been charged, nor do I have anything mounted on it. So make sure before you start, playing with the modes and everything, go ahead and secure the device that you want to have on it and also charge it. So hopefully this video has been helpful to someone who's thinking about getting one of these motorized gimbals. All right, guys, I will see you all in the next video. Stay safe.